Yeah, well, like, I feel pretty confident Revive... Isn't Revive single target? Like...
Yeah, revive single target.
Maybe. I'll check it out.
Yeah, if you could just
Okay.
revive your whole
My current
party.
plan is just to refuse grinding for turtle shells and dragon fangs and use those mixes extremely sparingly, which turns off most of the mixes I'd bother using anyways.
Okay.
Turns off haste, turns off double health, that sort of stuff.
I'm gonna try fighting Shinryu. My stream is going and not immediately crapping itself, so I assume it can go.
What
That's
the
a reset.
hell am I doing?
I fell for a speed trap. Actually, wait, no, I didn't fall for a speed trap. I fell for a speed trap, which helped me avoid a speed trap later on. A more deadly speed trap.
The double trap?
My Wonder Rod is cranked to reflect and not berserk. Which, would be ruinous? I'm gonna go with it being ruinous.
Yeah.
Should have put Gaia on my knight so I can just hold down the A button for this fight. Little mistakes. I think the saddest thing about my dare is not being able to point a target at anyone means I can't beat Gill Turtle. Even though I have an even better setup for beating him than I did last time.
So what's your... I don't think I fully understand your dare.
No one can... Basically, if I use, like, an item, it puts a cursor on the screen. So right now, I selected High Potion with Bart's. He can put it on anyone except himself. I basically can't have this hand pointing at him while he's taking the action.
Okay.
I took that from beginning without knowing what my classes to mean, meant I couldn't, like, Kiraga all the whole party. Because that would count as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get anyone to do that. But the thing is, my knight can't use guard, because guard, for whatever reason, has to target the knight doing it.
Does that mean you can't use, like, White Wind and...
Yep. Yep. Well, only if White Wind actually shows the cursors. If White Wind just goes, then you don't have to worry about it.
Huh.
Yep.
That's...
I know for a fact White Wind targets.
Okay. Then, yeah, that would turn off White Wind based on my understanding. And what it sounded like Kaz said earlier as well.
Okay, that's Navy dead. So now it's just many people against the world.
So yeah, not having guard is the reason I can't beat the Gill Turtle this time.
Wait a second.
I guess I could do it, but I have to get lucky like I did last time and have Turtle only ever confuse one person.
I fell for a speed trap. I mixed up my plan halfway through, so my blue mage is ill-equipped to deal with the problem. I keep falling for speed traps.
Alright, so there's movers, and then I run into the dual battle of Necromancer and Gorgamera under the stairs here every time.
Those guys are pals.
The next fight following that is on the next screen, if I did this right. And that is... I want to say it's Mind Flayer 2 Crystals, but I actually don't remember.
It could be Mind Flayer or Christelle, Belphegor.
Maybe. There's only one fight on this screen, and it's very close to the end of, like, the area. Yep, Mind Flayer and 2 Crystal. And then the next area, I will have one fight before I touch the save point, And that's going to be King Bahi and Gorgamera? I know it's King Bahi and something. I've done this run a lot. Basically, when I did the run up to Necrophobe with like trying to steal Genji, I did this run so much I like figured all this out.
Encounters.
Yeah, like if you walk in the exact same manner, the encounters will always be the same. Yeah, Gorgamera and King Bahi. Because it's like off of a step counter.
Yeah. I still felt like that step counter was a random roll, but maybe it's not.
I feel quite confident in how I can manipulate these battles and saying that it isn't.
This would explain why Kaz ran into all those movers that one time.
Yeah.
Well, do they happen in the same spot every
same
time?
Square. Every single time it's the second square on the second set of steps going down.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
I guess it could be a seeded roll, so that's not too surprising. So the same steps will always get you the same kind of rolls, but
Man,
it feels
look at
random
my-
based on, like, different move.
Look at my little
That would be
guys
enough.
go! I'm so chuffed at their little rubbing. They're adorable.
Oh, there he goes. 24. I am going to use Mix on the crystals. I've allowed myself that much because I don't have a better way to deal with them.
Actually, you're going to let me know when I'm max level Mighty March.
Is Reflect worth having against,
Should we?
Yeah.
It'll stop level 3
Atomic
flare.
Ray is the only thing.
Well, it'll stop level 3 flare too.
Okay, so it's worth having over the Protect Ring, then. Well, maybe.
I don't even think it's worth that. You're going to be immune to Atomic Ray anyways.
I see, but you're going to be modifying your level 2.
Right.
I think Protect Ring would actually be better, just for the minor heal.
Well, and the, like, numbers.
Defense, yeah. I don't think it gives... It doesn't give any attacking stats, does it?
Not
Yeah.
stamina, defense, and other defense.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if defense will do anything. Shinryu hits like a truck.
You still have an elf cape?
I do.
That's agility
Yeah, Elf Cape would be something.
and actual dodge chance.
If I had to guess, based on my experience doing, like, manipulating the steps here, I think it's some combination of, like, steps plus rooms. But, like, I don't know.
Step counter encounter thing as
Unknown.
knowable in principle. Predictable, I think is the word I'd use.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I don't
it's
know.
predictable even if I don't know exactly how it works.
Oh god, here's Mind Flayers. I'm just gonna throw money at them. Please leave, Mind Flayer. Ah, crap, that didn't kill him. It just did 39. Ah,
No.
that's so close. Yeah, just Mind Blast forever, and you can't run from Mind Flayers. There we go.
Look at them rub their hands. Those guys are scheming something. I really should have put red on my blue mage just to have raise, so I don't spend all these Phoenix Downs. Well, that'll be for round 2 if it comes to that.
Who are you fighting?
Shinryu.
Okay, yeah.
I could be using Apollo's Harp and just murdering him at this point, but I have disallowed such a future. And I will remember to reset my image.
Alright. Oh, no Aegis block. This fight's probably just gonna be a bad one if that's how we're starting. Yeah, okay. God, if the thing is, if like I can manipulate the battles I run into on the way over to there, like, does that mean that the RNG in the battle itself is the same? Like,
I don't think so.
It also is, like, it's controllable, but very wonky, basically. So I don't think it's possible, but impractical for a human to do so. It's consistent enough so speedrunners can kind of plan around it. And Cryle.
Fighting Dark Aspect. Yeah, Roulette's in the Shinryu fight. I'll tell you who it never hits in the Shinryu fight.
The one that has a 20% chance of hitting?
Yeah.
20% of the time, it works
sometimes
0%.
50%. Sometimes 50%, depending on the party.
Sometimes 50%. I need to look at my regen tick and see how much I'm gaining back. As I predicted, my mini magicians are... The mini bards are dodgy, but not invulnerable. They are getting punched. I don't know if being mini is affecting Elf Cape and Mongosh, but it seems to be. Next time Cryle dies, I'm going to have her switch from Speed Song to Hero's Rhyme. Haven't they already printed a chroma in a from the vault before?
I don't recall. I honestly don't remember much about the From the Vault things because I don't care about them.
Yeah, me either, but... That seems like a card they would do that for. Like, I know all the Wraths, or at least all the good Wraths, got printed in various ones.
Hello, Burnhead.
Hello, Ariant, and everybody else.
Hello.
Time to resume FF6.
I understand. I just, like... Oh, Evil Eye. Uh-huh, that's a move.
Yep.
I want to start casting Dark Spark. Hey, and Kryle's dead.
Yep.
Hey, block! Yeah!
So if I can't cast Dark Sparks accurately, at least I'm casting them a lot.
Oh, there's Mighty Guard.
It's my least favorite part of the Shinryu fight.
But where the part where he decides to make the rest of it take twice as long.
Yep, pretty much. Everything else, sure, I can live with, but if he wants to just make the entire fight take forever, no, come on.
Does the elemental resistance last through death?
That's a question for Burnhead.
I believe
I know
it
that
does.
the absorb properties do. I'm fairly certain that the triple element thing does. I would
Okay.
assume it does until you have evidence it doesn't.
Because I'm slowly getting my party set up. Like, it's taken a little while to get everybody with, like, elemental resistance and such, but I think we're getting there.
Yeah, probably the hardest part of that fight is just you have to set up on everyone.
Oh, good God, no! Christ.
There's a reason I fight Omega with zombies. And it's not just because I love zombie status.
We all have our
Quirks.
our love in this game. I believe I am demonstrating mine right now.
Level magic? Yeah.
Okay, I didn't Dark Spark him, but I off-guarded him, which maybe will make it easier to Dark Spark him.
Am I actually gonna have to use this as an action to use, antidote?
Oh man.
Hey, if he wants to double Mighty Guard, then I'm completely fine with his action.
Hey!
Yeah, every Mighty Guard after the first one, sure, fine.
Guess what just happened?
Did you show him the skull?
I showed him the spark.
Oh boy.
Our glorious work can continue.
The great work.
As long as a drop of the glistening skull exists, our great work will continue.
You know, sooner or later I'll win this roulette. You gotta, right?
I think if it lands on Shinryu, it does nothing. Like you
Yeah,
don't
he
even
is
see the
immune
roulette
to
show up.
roulette. Hey! Oh man, look at my stream right now! Yeah!
There have been times where he's
Give him the
used-
skull.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Giving him the skull.
Never gets old.
So now the real challenge. When are you showing Omega the skull?
I can't.
I think you could.
No.
Not even theoretically?
I've gone through all the theoretical possibilities, and the one theoretical possibility would involve Chemist and Blue Mage,
Yeah.
where the only blue magic you know is level 5 death.
And you're
And
you
your
get your blue mage
your
confused.
your blue mage is is a multiple of level 5, confused and reflected.
Yep.
And then you raise Shinryu's level to 255.
This is incredible.
Yep, that sounds about right.
So you have to
That'd
wait.
probably have to be the way to do it.
So you have to wait for your somehow alive, confused blue mage to cast level 5 death on himself to reflect it onto Omega.
Yep. If only zombies could cast spells.
If only zombies could cast spells. Because if zombies could cast spells, then all you would have to do is just wait for them to eventually cast the right spell.
Yep.
And I suppose you could have that happen on Blue Mage too, but
Yeah, that's too daft.
you would have to somehow keep your confused Blue Mage alive and confused. And the only source of confused there is either casting confuse on him somehow, or having him get rocket punched.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those are the two.
So, theoretically possible with a team, I would say, of Bard, Blue Mage, Chemist. Bard so you could hide.
Yeah. Just to get out of the way.
Just
and
to
stay alive.
Just to be, as like a controllable zombie, basically.
Yeah.
So that is how you could do it. I cannot show Omega the Skull. I could only rub him with I could move him with my song of a stupid teenager. Actually, no, he wasn't a teenager. He was like 20, but he was dating a 13-year-old. That was normal in the 1300s. Or wait, not even 1300s. Shit, when was Bill Shakespeare alive?
15th century.
15th century, so the 1400s. I remember him knowing about the Americas, I think.
Oh wait, no, I'm totally
What are
wrong.
you-
I mean the 1500s, like
When-
1550-ish.
Shakespeare.
He was alive during Elizabeth's reign, which was
Yeah,
like
yeah. So he died in
the
1616.
1500s.
So he was alive, and his major. So yeah. So it was normal in the 1500s for a 20-year-old to date a 13-year-old woman, a girl. But it was not normal for them to be so stupid that they would assume someone was dead and then immediately kill themselves.
What in the hell are you going on?
Romeo's
Talking
Ballad!
about Juliet.
Okay.
Yes!
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you, and all of a sudden you were talking about pedophilia? Like, what the fuck is even going on?
I was talking about Romeo. Kaz, I killed Shinryu by showing him the skull.
Just
Hey,
to say
Kaz.
good work.
I'm in the middle of fighting Shinryu, like, legitimately.
Also, G-Volt, I saw you said in the stream that you're gonna start streaming your Fiesta. You should like tweet at Kavanaugh or something to get him to add your stream to Kavanaugh's tool,
Yes!
because you're not there now.
Very nice.
Kaz, to confirm on this dare, multicast spells on your entire party are illegal, correct?
They.
For the cursor dare?
Well, let me make sure I'm talking. Yes, that is. They are absolutely illegal. Anything that a character does that places a cursor on them is not allowed, even if it places it on them and others.
Oh, good
Okay.
god.
So no guard.
So
Yeah,
basically...
I've got no guard, but I didn't get any multicast spells. That's my interpretation and how I took it for the beginning.
Man, if
I
only
wanted
you
to
could have no
confirm.
guard. No guard
Yeah.
would be a useful ability in this game, wouldn't it? Unless you kill
I'm
Skull
not
Eater.
allowed to use guard.
Okay.
If
That
I
is-
had no guard, I wouldn't be able to use it anyways. I don't have a blue mage.
Well, would it be a blue magic or would it be a knight ability?
I'm thinking of no guard as off guard.
Now, I'm thinking of no guard as like the Machamp ability. You can't miss and you can't be missed.
That would be pretty good. I agree.
That sounds like the kind of thing that would go into a GBA only class.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm enjoying victory. I showed the Dragon God the skull, and I will talk to you later.